Hi everyone, my name is Joshua Spokes. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and this is my second year in the Auxiliares de Conversación program in Spain. Last year I was placed in Huelva, Andalusia, which is close to the Portuguese border, and this year I am in Gandia, Valencia, which is about an hour south of the city of Valencia itself. So if you're an auxiliar or have been one in the past, you know exactly how terrible the orientation is. Last year, I remember going to the orientation and trying to listen to unintelligible Andalusian Spanish for about 6 hours, and in the end, I came away with almost no new information and just felt like I had my day wasted. Being a jaded second year, I decided that I wanted to have some fun with the orientation this year. And last year, someone joked about making a bingo card for the orientation, and so this year I just went ahead and did it. And so I made up a bunch of the squares myself, but a bunch of them I actually had to ask my friends from last year. So my three favorite ideas were, number one, the audio system doesn't work. Number two, incorrect visa information given. And number three, someone important shows up late. And I was pretty sure that all three of those things would end up happening. And so the night before the orientation, I went to the paper store 10 minutes before it ended up closing, and I got them printed off, and then I ended up posting a PDF of all the bingo cards onto the Auxiliares Valencia Facebook page so that others could play along. And I said that whoever yells out bingo in the middle of the orientation gets a €5 drink of their choice. I printed off a bunch of extra cards, and I planned to get there about 30 minutes early so I could hand them out to people who wanted them. But we ended up stopping at Starbucks because I always buy myself one pumpkin spice latte every year because, you know, treat yourself. And so I only ended up getting there about 10 minutes early and was only able to give the cards to my friends. I handed them out, and I expected it to take a little while for bingo to happen, but after only about 20 minutes, my friend Seth, who was sitting behind me, like whispered in my ear, "Bingo!" And I was like, you need to yell it out, otherwise you don't win. And he just wouldn't do it. And about 15 minutes later, there was a little lull because there was a problem with the microphone, and that was one of the squares, and then one of the other auxiliaries yelled it out, "Bingo!" And there was like a confused silence and like a moment, and then the presenter ended up moving on, and thankfully I was sitting close to the back of the room because otherwise everyone would have been able to hear me just like stifling my laughter. And so I checked our group chat and found out that one of the auxiliaries from Tavernes, which is a town close to Gandia, had actually won by yelling it out. And so, because it had only been about 30 minutes, we still had to wait an hour and a half until lunch. So I ended up just writing in my observations from that day and getting ready to do the game again next year. And then at the end of the orientation, in true Spanish fashion, we just left to go drink and forget about how stupid the orientations are here. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in seeing any more of my shenanigans, most of my sarcastically jaded content goes on my Instagram, @BikesandBroccoli. And if you're interested in seeing my vlogs about cycling, travel, and the trials of being a vegetarian in Spain, you can check out my YouTube channel, which is under my name, Joshua Spokes. Hope you enjoyed the video and that you have a great day.